Hey guys, sorry, my last video got cut off, so my battery died, and then my husband was knocking on the door, so I had to cut it right there. But I believe I left off on why I became a witch, and what led me to my path was basically like a lot of the witches have shared their stories on here, and I pretty much came from the same thing. I had a lot of stuff happen to me as a child, and I had gone through a lot of things. There was a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff going through my head that I didn't know how to deal with. Depression, PTSD, anxiety, things like that, and pretty much. I had been practicing since I was 14, but I had always lived in secret about it. Like the only person that really knew was my mom. But that was about it. So I pretty much hid it, and I just finally now really started being more out there with it, just being open about it, because like I said, if people are gonna hate you and stop talking to you for your religious beliefs, for your spiritual beliefs, for your path, if they're gonna stop talking to you and they're gonna hate you for that, then let it go. Because if it wasn't that thing that they were hating you for, they would just find another thing to not like you. So, which is fine, because I have everything I need here. So, but yeah, so that's one of the things that you can kind of be prepared for is you might lose some people, but at the same time you'll gain so much more, and you'll have that freedom once you stop caring about what other people think and what other people are going to say. You pretty much broke free from the shackles. You broke free from it. And that's something to really celebrate, because some people they go their whole lives being somebody that they're not, just so that they can be accepted, so that they can be loved, so that people will like them, to have friends, things like that. Me, on the other hand, I don't really have too many friends. I have maybe a couple, which I consider family. So that's about it. But that's because I've pretty much been real my whole life. And it might be a flaw in some ways, because some people don't like that, when you're so honest, and when you keep it real, and things like that. But it's something that I do for me, because I just feel like it's too much of a struggle for me to be fake. It's too much of a struggle. That's not in me. So back to why I became a witch was partly because had everything that I had gone through. And then being in a church, like a Catholic church, I had gone to a church for a while, and it was just there was so many things that they didn't like about me. They didn't like me for. They didn't think it was okay for my boyfriend, well, my husband, he was my boyfriend at the time. They didn't think it was okay for me and him to live together. They didn't think that was okay. They didn't, they were pressuring us to get married, things like that, things that I wasn't ready to do yet. I don't know, just stuff. I just don't like, I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being given rules and things like that, because it's my life. I should be allowed to live it how I want. And yeah, so that's pretty much the main reason. The other reason was that I had hit such a low point in my life. I was at such a low point, and dealing with suicide, and dealing with all my emotional and mental illness, and things like that. Dealing with all of that, I felt like so lost, and things like that. But then I had found that once I turned to my path, once I went back to practicing, and got my witchiness back, I guess you could say, I found my magic again. I found me. I found myself again, and it was my eyes opened. It was I had left, but then I came back, and I came back stronger. So that's why I'm saying too, like with the witchy community being broken, there's nothing that's broken that you can't fix. Nothing. You can always repair, especially when it comes to people, when it comes to somebody's spirit. You can always rebuild that. You can always fix that. It's just knowing how. And yeah, so like I had said, like once I open my eyes to everything, it's like everything becomes so much more clear. Like now it's like I don't let other things that are not in my control have control over me. I don't let them affect me. You know, I do what I can do. If it has anything to do with me, I do whatever it is I have to do to get through anything. And you know, and now I have a better support system. You know, I have my husband, like he always has my back, like always. And you know, that's important too. So I guess that's like another thing with like in the witchy community, like things like support, having more support for each other, being there more for each other, you know, like things like that. Like it's so easy to rebuild, to anything, you know, if it was broken in any way, like we have the power within us to rebuild that and to mend it, to mend anything that was broken. And for anybody that doesn't want to be a part of that, like I've been saying, this video and my last video, if they you know, if they're gonna hate you for a certain reason, if that reason didn't exist, they'd find another reason to hate you. So just like through with the community, like if they didn't stir up that drama that what had happened or whatever, if they didn't stir that up, they would have did it in some other way. So you know, I guess when you look at it like that, you know, think about it as this is just another obstacle to get through. It's just another obstacle, you know. And we all have the ability to heal it, to bring more positive things into it, you know, into the community. Bring more positive things, bring more love. And with that, with just like with any energy, when you feed into an energy, all it's gonna do is grow. So when it's something positive, and it's a positive energy that you're putting out there, that we're all trying to put out there, even if it's only like 5 of us that, you know, trying to put positive energy, that's like, I mean, think about it, like that's 5 of us. Say 5 other people see, you know, our videos and see what we're really about and how we really do care, and like different things like that. Like they see that, they're gonna want to be part of that. And then 5 people after that, and 5 people after that, is only gonna grow. So I mean, you know, it sucks that 2 people had that much of an impact on such a beautiful thing. But at the same time, 5 people, you know, like 5 people, we could have so much of an impact, and we can grow so much bigger than that. So don't let that, don't let whatever, I mean, we're, you know, everyone's gonna have problems one day, you know, things are gonna happen, things are gonna be said, you know, like people are gonna regret certain things, but just don't let that be the end of it. Just grow from it. Yeah, so with that being said, I got a phone call. It's probably my husband. So yeah, you guys have a good night, and hopefully you guys like this video, and please subscribe. All right, I'll talk to you later. Blessed be.